Stacking Benjamins, it's all about the cash flow. Risking big on Wall Street where the stocks grow. Power ties in the concrete market jungle. Portfolio thick, make that money bundle. Money talks, I'm the voice with the slick vibe. Wolf howling while I'm climbing that high rise. I chase the bread, but now the crumb is what I leave.
What's up and welcome back. Today I'll be showing you my one trade on today's candle. So I entered a trade, as you can see here, from 6 p.m. close it out at 6 a.m. so that was about a 12-hour trade. I let it rock, close it out. It actually went a little higher. If I had set a take profit, I would have been able to make more out of the trade, but still I was able to get some out of it, which I'm grateful for. So let's look into it. Let's see my entry, where was my stop loss, and what happened from there basically. Wow, it's very interesting. Okay, so I entered on April 17th to the buy side. And when was that? At 6 p.m. So I entered at 6 p.m. to the buy side, 17. And I typically go for a $20 stop loss. So this was actually a little over 2 risk reward, 2R, which wasn't too bad. So I entered here at 7526.6. And then I actually closed it. So I don't have a, I can put my stop loss, of course. Yeah, my stop loss would have been $20 difference. So let me see something. 64.08. That was my where I took profit, and then my stop loss was actually where I was putting the take profit. And you see I did a 0.06. So I tried to actually calm down on the risk a bit, and then if it went in my favor, I took it. So you can see here this was a 2.36R. I didn't get stopped out. Actually didn't. You can see actually went higher, but that would have been at 2 a.m. I'm not looking to close the trade at 2 a.m. And then when I woke up at around 6 a.m. so can see it's on this candle where I could feel that the market was kind of going down. I had made enough profits. I'm comfortable with that. Plus I've been on a losing streak, so to lock in the profits and kind of break the losing streak, I took that, took it home, went with it, right? That basically cleared up, you can see, almost 2 days worth of losses, or 2 trades actually in one. And then I just went from there, made no more trades on the day, and I have a trade running for tomorrow. And that's basically it for my trades. Thursdays aren't usually my best days to trade. You tend to have, as you see here, a lot of reversals. It comes back into the zone before coming back down. So ideally you'd have looked for that sell here, and if you caught that sell, you'd have been in the money for the entire day. But it's hard to do that, especially when it's making those moves at 3 a.m. you know. So let's get into the watch list stocks now. And I think we had TSM earnings. I'm not even sure what TSM did today, but let's look at that. So TSM actually had a gap down, so it actually sold off, if I'm not, yeah, TSM sold off. So it opened down here, and then you wouldn't have been able to play this with options during regular market conditions. So it sold off here unless you had a put. If you had a put here, you'd have been able to make out. TSM sold off here. I'm not sure. Let's actually look into what they said. Just go on to Twitter and see what people are saying about the earnings. So looking at TSM earnings, if you just type in $TSM on Twitter, you'll actually see the stock related things. So you can actually type in $, right? You'll see TSM actually beat revenue guidance by 2.5. They beat estimate by 4.8%, slightly beat gross profit margin estimates, beat on EBIT margin guidance by 100 basis points, beat estimate by 70 points. Next quarter guidance, they beat revenue estimate by 4.7. They beat EBIT. So it was basically a good day. It's funny. I'm thinking there's a possibility that TSM trades down. Okay, wow. So if we're looking at this technical, we could probably see TSM fill this before going up. That's my prediction, and I guess I can actually save this so we can see what it does. It has already traded half into the range. You have more range down here to trade to, so it gets very dangerous. I mean, with stocks, I'm not sure if stocks trade the range as much as indices, and I'm not sure if they really respect the range, because as you can see, so many gaps on it, right? So this is basically what happened today on TSM. Just a big sell-off despite having great earnings. They had great numbers, growth guidance, yet still get sold. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the same with Nvidia. Nvidia has always reported some really gnarly stuff, and it's been sent to the moon. So this could be the catapult pullback to shoot into the air for these chip stocks. But also we have to understand that rate hikes are against us. So even that can have some negative pressure on the market. So let's get into my watch list stocks. Let's start with favorite, which is BTC. So BTC, we're at 63494. Let's keep it at the daily. 4/18 2024. Looking at BTC, we're at 63455 for BTC. So it's kind of coming back up, kind of filling all of that range that it fell down yesterday. I think it's possibly poised to go a little lower. Tesla, I think we're at 149. Wow. Yeah, we were at 149 today. A lot of people in the stock market were freaking out about that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna buy some more Tesla shares at this point. IMMR, we're down at 7.1, same like yesterday, so no big difference. You can see that it's holding up compared to the rest of the stocks. Bitfarms is at 1.89. What a joke. And it actually looks like it's bottomed here. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it has bottomed here, which is crazy. It's crazy to actually see it. And there's the bottom from where, it could have bottomed here. That could be the fair price of bit farms before it starts to trend up. And I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter getting very euphoric. Somebody is basically all in on Mara stock and they're expecting it to go higher. What I don't understand about this is that there is a possibility that the Bitcoin miners have factored in these halvings into their business model. So they're probably prepared for this more than we think. So I'm not even sure where it will land. I can't put a prediction on where the Bitcoin mining stocks land, but I'm just thinking, if you're starting a public company, I believe that you would be planning on things that affect your business model, which is directly the difficulty in Bitcoin mining as that threshold actually passes, where it does the halving, it gets harder to mine, and you get less rewards for mining. That's just my thought process, just trying to steel man it both ways. Nvidia, we have Nvidia at 843. So Nvidia is basically the same as yesterday. Nothing really interesting happened today with that. AMD, same as yesterday, 154. So despite TSM going down, you don't see a big push down from these chip stocks. SMCI, as I said, SMCI is the hyperbole of all of these stocks. So I'm thinking if there is any selling pressure, this one is going to exaggerate it. But it doesn't really. It's still a little lower than yesterday for sure, but it doesn't do that exaggerated move that I would expect. So 923 on SMCI, and let's just write up the narrative now. So overall, I would say the market is just bearish overall. I don't have to even go into that. Overall, bearish with TSM gap down, even with good earnings and good projections or forecast, right? And that's basically it for today's video. We're taking it back. We're gonna go crazy on this, so I'll see you in the next one. Profitable, fully profitable very soon, and you'll see it all here live. All right, bye.